COVID-19 has been hard on, well, practically everyone. Businesses have shut down, schools are just gone, and we really can't go outside to see anyone. That was probably the biggest issue with a lot of my friends and I have had this past couple of weeks and months, but thankfully I was still able to see them with a bunch of video talking and staying in my bedroom all day. um, which is why I'm glad I have brought my two friends, Jesse and Jackson, for this project I am doing for the Quarantines Found Festival project. I am really happy to have them. I love them with my whole heart, and we are really happy to bring to you this today. So, without further ado, I present to you My Life 6 Feet Apart. Fade in. Interior. Fable's bedroom. Day. Fable, a non-binary 17-year-old with blonde hair and a blue hoodie on, is lying on their bed, face up. They look sad.
Dear future me, it's April 14th, 1 month since quarantine started, and I've been stuck at home for days on end with nobody to see in person, and my friends closed off since.
Fable walks toward their bedroom door. They look over towards a photo of them and their friends. Smash cut to interior. Nixon's home. Night. Fable is with a group of friends. They're goofing off, playing video games, having a pillow fight, trying to stuff multiple hoodies onto one person, and accidentally breaking a lamp. They're all enjoying themselves, laughing and having a good time. While Fable is laughing, they look over to Nixon, a tall boy with a dark brown sweatshirt and ripped jeans. He gives them a smirk. Cut to interior, Fable's bedroom. We come back to Fable at the exact same time we left. It was a memory.
Anyway, how have you been?
They walk down the hallway towards the door. While they do, we cut back and forth between them and memories of Fable and Nixon.
Have you taken that trip yet? Did you ever properly graduate? Did you go to see your friends? Did you ever say goodbye to your friend?
Fable and Nixon getting ice cream, the two having a jam session, the two lying on a field looking at the stars, the two messing around at a skate park, the two hugging, embracing each other.
Did you ever go to see him?
Fable puts on their shoes and walks out the door. There is a voiceover while we transition.
Did you ever get back that hope? That hope of having adventures with your friends? Or are you still stuck? Stuck indoors and alone where you haven't smiled in months? Did you smile again?
Cut to black. Exterior, outside of Nixon's home. Day. Fable is walking beside a pathway when they look up and see Nixon's home. They stand there for a moment, debating whether to go in or not. They want to take that step up the pathway to the door. Instead, they are frozen in place, unable to move. Nixon sees Fable outside of his window. He opens up the window, and when he does, Fable panics and tries to walk away. Nixon calls back to Fable.
You've been avoiding me?
Sorry, I just don't like seeing you like this.
It's okay.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It feels like I have glass in my lungs, though.
Ouch.
Yeah.
The two awkwardly sit there for a minute.
What are you doing outside?
Taking a walk. I wanted to come in and see you, but
I have the plague.
yeah,
Are you meeting up with anyone soon?
no,
Have you seen anyone at all?
no.
Nixon looks confused.
Why? You're able to call people on a whim, and you can still see people in person.
Well, nobody's going outside anymore because of you getting infected, and I haven't really wanted to call anyone.
Why?
It's not the same.
But why?
Because we can't do anything. I don't want to just see my friends and sit there. I want to laugh and dance. I want to have what everyone else has. I want to have fun. I don't want this.
Nixon puts on a mask and walks outside his home and ushers Fable to go across the street. Fable does. Nixon then walks to the opposite sidewalk and brings out his phone and plays a song. He extends his arm. Fable looks at him, confused. He ushers them to do the same. They do. He closes his fist. They do the same. Then he leads Fable's arm to the side and extends his other arm to where their hips would be. He wants to dance. Fable puts their arm where his shoulders would be, and suddenly, they're dancing. The two partner dance for a little, twirling and moving down the sidewalk, completely in sync until Nixon starts to dance on his own. He's terrible at it. Fable laughs. Nixon points at them to dance. They try. Nixon gives a "and you're judging me" face. Fable laughs even harder. Nixon smiles with his eyes. The song stops. Nixon takes off his mask.
Thanks.
For what?
Smiling.
Nixon walks away. Fable continues. Happy. Fade to black. Interior, Fable's bedroom, a few months later.
Dear future me.
Fable is reading something on a laptop. They get a text, get up, and leave the room. The camera turns to the laptop. It's Nixon's obituary.
It's June 14th, 3 months since we were put in quarantine, and everything seems to be as close as it can be to normal.
Fable opens the door to see a girl, a friend. Fable walks out the door and the two of them continue down the street.
I didn't take that trip. Grad didn't happen, but I got out to see my friends, and I said goodbye to my friend.
Fable and the girl walk into the sunset.
But most importantly,
Cut to black.
I smiled.
End of script.